Captain's log, stardate 122017.3. Starship Excelsior's log, NCC 77246. For some of you out there wondering what's going on with me, I got a couple announcements to make. First of all, I am wearing a cami today. No bra though, but what the heck, right? So, anyways, a couple things I wanted to say was we have a couple small problems. One is it's pouring literally space rain, and I'm not doing too well. One of the things that I want to talk about is my sister Jenna, who means the world to me. We were having a semi-debate about transgenderism. And I, for one, love my sister Jenna, and the debate was great, But I also want to talk about a couple of issues going on about what's going on in my life. So, first of all, I'm setting up a order to send out some gifts to Jose tonight. One being ibuprofen or Tylenol in a giant jug. So thing is, I care for Jose enough, and yet he turns around, he doesn't message me much. And when he does, I'm just getting some coffee. He's like, "Yes, you're my girl. Yes, baby. Blah blah blah." To me, I'm going, if I'm really someone's girl, for example, wouldn't they basically be more like, coming home and being like, "Hey, I'm gonna go to bed, but when I get up, I'll send you a quick message or two." Instead, 3, 4, 5 days later, and it's like, you know what? Because I didn't get with the finances and everything for Christmas and everything, layaway failing, and me getting sick, and then everything else. Is it this? I mean, I care for him deeply. It's not his fault. It makes me wonder, what the hell is going on in this world if I'm someone's girl and yet no one's basically turning around, and saying, "Oh yeah, you need to do this, girl," or "Oh yeah, you're looking fine, girl. You need to do this." Instead, I'm sitting here, getting prepared to do something. I'm taking children's aspirin every like 4 hours or so. I'm taking children's aspirin to kill the pain of a tooth. And then on top of all of this, I got some grouchy problems going in my life, and it's not good. It's not good at all. I mean, my family, I love my family dearly, and they mean the world to me. And you know, so I mean, literally, there's people out there, okay, and they're nice people, and uh, you know, um, you know, basically, you know. So basically, sorry. So a couple things going on in my life. I have family members that turn around and they're like, "Look, you need, some away time." I mean, literally, what's going on in my life is I'm having a lot of trouble. Okay, being bipolar and so forth, and then Chloe being borderline, and I've been reading her different holy books and stuff, but it still doesn't give her, her mind. I'm not belittling Chloe. Her mind says, it's a different step, and to me, it's not good. I mean, literally, it's like, oh yeah, I see, you're almost out, huh, bud? So, if, for example, it's hard. I mean, look around. What's going on in my life? Okay, I got most of my spreadsheets done for stage one. I got some more to do, but I'm taking my time, And then you have stage two and so forth. Well, as you all know, I've been having a bitch of a time, with everything going on, and everything else. That we have a lot of problems here. Problems. I mean, literally, I got to make dinner tonight. Okay, I got to make din tonight. Okay, I don't even know what to make. I hear, oh, make some ramen. Well, I can make some ramen. I just need a giant bowl, which is over there, and I just mix it all together. Ramen. But at the same time, I got people sitting there messaging me going, with your dental problem, contact Dr. Such and such. Check this out. Check that. I've done all the phone calls, nothing. So I'm hoping when I go to the gas station tonight, I get ibuprofen or Tylenol, which I'm going to have to get. So I'm going to have to go out, grab some dip and some Tylenol and some ibuprofen. Then I come in, and then tomorrow morning, I got to go out and pay the bills. Well, one of the problems I have is out of love for everyone in my heart, right? So a couple of things I want to share with you is a friend of mine said, "Hey, check this out," and I was like, "What is it?" And then I went to check it out, and sure enough, it was like an unlimited, all you can eat, like 3 different foods over at what do you call it, Applebee's. So I thought, you know what, I might just go in there, and have that. So to me, you know, so I'm sitting there minding my own business, and uh, you know, and so so I just wanted to share that that if you're going to go ahead and sit there and tell me, so uh, how do I put it? That uh, paying bills and so forth and so on. Sorry, I got sidetracked. And because of it, I got to do all these things. Well, one of the things that really bothers me being bipolar is, and it really freaks me out. Okay, I know family sits there and says, "Well, you need some help," or let us help you out. Take a break by coming up down to Portland, or come down, hang out with us for a week or two. You'll be feeling fresh as a daisy. Instead, you're running on fumes. You're running on everything's not going according to plan or whatever. And to me, it feels like that. I mean, if you look at the big picture, I got to make dinner tonight, and I heard Chloe being like, talking about her esophagus sealing up. Now, I'm not belittling Chloe. She's like, yeah, I'm having it's like feeling like a cigar just going. And to me, I'm thinking to myself, where it's getting narrow and narrow. That I mean, it sounds like a windpipe. Sounds like something's wrong with your windpipe or your trachea or something. Because I've never seen someone sit there and go. I mean, literally, I mean, no, it's usually a what do you call it? COPD thing. I don't think Chloe has COPD. I can't see Chloe sitting there going, "Yeah, I have COPD." Literally, I don't think she has COPD. Where she she might have acid fizzy things, but the problem with Chloe her acid fizzy things out of love, okay, is Chloe eats, and eats and eats and eats and eats a lot of excess crap. I mean, literally, she'll eat hot piping peppers that are hotter than I can handle and say, "Oh yes, I mean, yes, Chloe's a woman, I'm a woman, but to freaking eat so many freaking hot peppers and then basically say nothing's wrong. I mean, look, Aaron used to say hot peppers are nothing, but as you get older, the hot peppers can creep up on you. I mean, literally. I mean, I was just talking to Chloe. Okay, let's just talk about a couple things that I want to talk to you guys about. That means the world to me. Okay, so I was talking to Chloe about foods. Okay, for example, we were talking about tomorrow, right? I have to go to town, so I was like, you know what? If I can get the rent paid or get the rent picked up and everything, and go off island or off the station, onto a different day, maybe I will swing by and get something to eat. Okay, now as I said, I love Jose dearly, and Jose's like, oh, telling me to look for possibly a Christmas present or a late Christmas present. And to me, I love Jose dearly, and I'd like him to basically contact me more via text messenger and phone. And, when someone says, oh, I'm their girl, then you better damn answer your phone or get a phone and let me call you once in a while. I mean, it's not right to basically say something that's not true. But anyways, enough about that. So, anyway, no, I mean, I do really dearly care for Jose a lot. So, that's how I am. I'm sending him some stuff tonight. So, setting up some. But anyway, here's the deal. Jose means the world to me. Chloe does too, but Chloe doesn't mean the world to me as Jose. And the problem with it is this, okay? Now, I care for Chloe dearly, but in a different way. However, when it comes to certain things, like Chloe tonight was talking about cooking ham, it's like, well, let's just freeze the rest of the ham meat. I can make a soup later. I mean, having your pipe tray, your windpipe sealing up because of whatever is like having a Whataburger. It's like, but honestly, let's just say out of love for you all, that the thing is, there's a couple things I want to say being bipolar that I'm, So basically what happened was I turned around, and I want to talk to you about other issues. For example, uh, going off and getting supplies, right? Well, one of the things, I told Jose is unless there's a really good deal, out of town, I really don't want to just pack them, go out to off the station. I mean, I have the ferry, the shuttle ticket. The problem is I just don't want to take my time, go there and do this and do that. I mean, it's time consuming. I mean, it just to go and do something, say MoneyGram or Western Union can take all day. And to me, I don't really want to be left out of my home that long. And then two is, not that it matters. Money orders are fine or, whatever. But the second problem I have out of all these problems is out of love, for everyone is, I was planning to go off island, and take care of the layaway thing, and I felt, what? I don't really need the money that I'm sitting on at Walmart because, frankly, it's only going to be used to get a ticket for Chloe to go bye-bye. So, Chloe today was complaining about something or other, and I was like, look, I basically, I know what's going to happen, I've had friends tell me, oh, Chloe did this, Chloe did that when she was younger. And to me, I'm like, so technically going off island to go and collect on a Walmart thing it might be worth it if it was just myself, but frankly, I really am at my peak where I just am too freaking lazy to do anything. Literally, I am too lazy to go and do something. Maybe I'm just a lazy butthole, but I mean, literally, I'm just too damn lazy. When this girl's basically out of gas, and so I'm just like, whatever, And then the whole ordeal. Okay, the other problem I have, okay, is you got one person dictating something, another person dictating another thing, and me, I'm in the middle going, what do I do? And then you have people turning around saying, look, you need a great vacation, you need a great time away from Chloe, and time to pack up and head to depressed and pack up, and take a little trip, to Portland or, somewhere else, To me, it's all good, but it's also time consuming, Like, for example, I could be doing a lot of different things as a woman instead I'm stuck here going, well, what do we do? I mean, look at it this way. I mean, literally, I'm doing everything I can, right? Older woman, I'm just like the little old lady from The Fox and the Hound. I'm making the pie and I'm doing this and that. But honestly, that was a good movie. I bought both Fox and the Hound, Fox and the Hound. I wanted to watch the Cinderella series eventually, as well as The Hunchback. And anywho, So basically, what I'm saying is when it comes to traveling, okay, and I'm not belittling Chloe in any way, shape, or form, but certain things, like I've had people turn around, and they're like, look, get a ticket, get out here as soon as possible. You need a vacation before you have a meltdown because, the point is, I've been looking at getting Chloe a ticket out, because Chloe hates this island. Literally, she's always ripping the island. Oh, the neighbor raped me, and you love the neighbor. You want to fuck the neighbor. You want to fucking fuck the neighbor. You want to fuck the other neighbor. You want to fuck this, and it's like, honestly, I don't want any of this. To me, they're like, part of borderline personality is grandiose ideas or grandiosity, but still, I don't have any grandiosity of wanting to be with these people. Literally, it's her creating her own, designing her own world. To me, I as Poppy said, it's not cool. Literally, I got enough things on my plate as is that I'm thinking about: fly rods, books, video games, music, movies, entertainment. So to have me turn around and have someone outright tell me, that I need a vacation. Yeah, I do. But at the same time, some of my family members are completely and thoroughly right when they turn around and say, look, you need more than a vacation, literally, I've been trying to tell Chloe, out of kindness to look at herself. Literally, been reading the Bible to her, and it's like going in one ear and out the other, or whatever, and to me it's sad because I was sitting here like, let's just talk about my trip that I wanted to do. Okay, I was telling family, I said, yeah, I wanted to go out and get the layaway taken care of, have extra money in case I needed to fall back on or get Chloe's ticket. They're like, that's a great idea, but why should you be paying for Chloe's ticket? Well, that's the thing. Chloe's mom wants her to be in a mental hospital, which is fine and dandy. I don't care. But at the same time, turn around, right? And Chloe's mom apparently didn't raise her. And I'm only doing this from a point of view. I don't know her mom that well, so I can't sit here and rip her mom a new one. But the thing is about raising children. If you're going to raise a child, you would basically raise your child to be a good little person, right? And a great person with a great personality, And to me, I'm sitting there and I'm trying to live my life fully. And yet at the same time, I got enough people turning around and telling me outright certain shithole rules, Like, for example, talking to someone the other day who was talking about, clothes. For example, I've had people turn around and say, oh, you need to do this or you need to do that. To me, I'm getting the point in my life where it's getting to the point of, family and friends are like, look, you need a vacation, you need to get away. You've been locked in your own home for nearly a complete year, by basically the standards, and you're literally nuts, So time for you to pack up and take a vacay, hon. Greenland might be great this year, jokingly, like Randy Rainbow, but honestly, they're like, you need a vacay because I'm running thin. Literally, and that's where my bipolar is depressing me because not only am I basically trying to juggle everything, and trying to keep the place clean and trying to keep the table clean and trying to make sure everything's set for future, making sure things get done and the trash is taken out and with Chloe helping, but also to have people turn around, and again, it's not about negativity in any way, shape, or form, but it's about people turning around and literally saying, look, you're not getting anywhere in life. You're a woman, you need to basically think for yourself. I have a lot of people that say, look, as a woman, you need to think for yourself. They tell me this all the time. I need to think for myself. Literally. And I mean, I agree completely. I mean, let me put it to you this way, okay? Chloe basically never, literally doesn't really think much except for certain issues. And to me, I'm a woman that thinks about everyone else except for myself, you know. And when I am hurting, usually I'm trying to block the pain to do something else, like spreadsheets. Now, with me, I'm basically sitting here trying to tell you what I thought today, okay? So I was talking to a couple people that I knew about uh, adventures and so forth. And, you know, one of the things was is I want to go off, off the Excelsior and go to off the station, you know, and just enjoy myself, right? Well, there's a couple problems, you know. One of the problems is you got all these people and turning around, and you got all these people, and what are they literally doing? They're turning around and telling me, which is the truth. They're turning around and they're saying stuff like, "Look, you truly want to be uh, yourself, you need to take a break. You know, you're burning yourself out. You know," and a lot of them are like, "Look, you don't even get to go out by yourself." You know, literally. I mean, when I go to the store, it's usually, you know, let me tell you how my day feels. Okay, people ask me this all the time. They're like, "Well, how do you deal with a retarded person?" Well, I always make a joke that Chloe's retarded. But Chloe, you know, but the definition is they're not retarded. They're not even autistic savants, you know. But okay, so here's how it works. Okay, because people ask me all the time about the topics, and they're like, "Oh, you need to talk about this." Well, here's how it is. Okay, in the mornings when I get up, if Chloe's yabber jabber box, I need to once in a while tell her to pipe it and let me have my morning coffee in peace. That's the first trigger that upsets me, is if you keep going on and on about things that don't pertain to me. Now, Chloe knows me so well that I don't talk much about my past. Okay, I once in a while I talk about Aaron or whatever, or you know, but I'm also focusing on the future. Now, Chloe, she's always, "The past is the past, not the past is," and it's like jabber wabber box, you know, and a jabberwocky box, you know, and it's like, do you ever, you know, just, you know, like Aaron used to say, do you ever shut up once in a while? Well, the second problem comes to a big one is people sit there and say, well, once you get past certain issues, what upsets you? What is your triggers? You know, people ask me that all the time, being bipolar. And I go, well, today I'll tell you. One is when I'm sitting there, okay, here's a trigger, okay. Chloe sits there and says, "Oh, you're golfing again, golfing." And I'm not, like, I don't give a shit. What do you like? To me, I pay the bill, so I don't give a shit if I fart or golf, okay? But Chloe's got these triggers. Well, you know what? I basically am to the point of, my family knows I'm about close to snapping, because it feels like I'm just catering to someone, right? Catering. And then it's a trigger of mine. I feel like I'm just being catering to literally a little dictator, you know. And I know Chloe's not a dictator. I know Chloe's mentally ill, but still, you know, it goes through my head. My family's like, you know, you need a vacation. That's why they tell me take a vacate. Now, the other problem I have is being who I am is, you know, getting prepared for dinner and everything. People sit there and say to me, well, what is your other triggers that bother you the most? One is I'm sitting there, okay, I'm ready to go, okay, I got everything ready to go, moppy suited, we're ready to go. Chloe's like, "Oh, I need my water bottle, I need this, I need that." It takes another 15 to 20 minutes to go. It's like, look. Or she takes too fucking long in the bathroom. It's like, to me, you know, when you're done with the loo, you know, these are pet peeves of mine, to the point of, you know, that's where I get angry, okay? This is my mindset, okay? I'm a female, okay? I do my business. I go in there and I plop a load. I wash my hands, wipe my butt, wash my hands, out the door, I take a bath. Chloe said that she takes 2 hours to shave your legs and going, "Oh, well, I need to take a bath because it's relaxing." Why don't you just fucking say you're a woman who likes the bathtub and you're tying it up for 2 hours? I mean, that would be fucking prudent than fucking telling me Oh, yeah, I need to shave my legs daily. Well, if you look at the time frame, jokingly, of course, it pisses me off because every time I go in there, it's like, come here, Lord, I need to finish up. It's like, you're taking 2 hours and I got a bladder problem. To me, I'm to the point where, I think, as Chloe said, it's time for her to leave because it isn't just about that. It's about other issues, and some of these issues are very big issues with me that are triggering me to be depressed. I mean, for example, because Chloe's mom doesn't realize, I'm looking after Chloe. No one's looking after me. And my family's like, take a vacay. But here's the thing. Thing is, I got so many freaking triggers, okay? I'm trying to cut my swearing out so I don't swear so much. And, I got so many triggers. I mean, I was just telling my sister, my biological sister, my bio sister, my sister's sister, that I need a freaking break. I need break. And the other day I was sitting here doing my business, watching my TV in here. Well, Chloe's in the other room. I don't know what she was doing. She might be fingering herself or playing a computer game. Doesn't matter to me. Doesn't matter what she's doing in her room. I don't care. As long as it was a relaxing, pure quietness. Now, one of the things that triggers me, and I want to share this with you all, because people sit there and say, well, how do you deal with a borderline? Because I do share my videos with the borderline group, and they all message me saying, get rid of her. Well, here's the deal. I'm at my wit's end, literally. I'm tired of freaking being dictated of every little thing, literally. I mean, I basically was sitting here today in severe pain, off and on, trying to wait till payday, which is tonight, and I got to go and get some Tylenol and ibuprofen, right? And I said, get your chores done. Most of the day, no chores. Wow. Oh well, except for the dishes and the trash, and I picked up 2 more bags of trash that's ready to go. But you know what? That's fine and dandy. Okay, that's dandy and fine. My problem isn't about the trash or the dishes or this or that. I mean, literally, I get excuses at times like, oh, we can't clean the bathroom because we need a toilet bowl brush. Well, that makes sense. I mean, if you just remind me to go to the hardware store, I'll get a toilet brush. I mean, literally, that's something I can basically go and do, I mean, I was at the store the other day, and I said, maybe I'll pick one up. I mean, tomorrow's my shopping day, okay? So one of the things that really pet peeve me is this, okay? Now, I'm basically defending myself, okay? Now, if anyone thinks I'm a badass or a bitch or a cunt or a whore, so be it. But this woman here is not putting up with any more crap. So here's how it goes. I've spent 3 years, okay, 3 years. This is a trigger. 3 years supporting Chloe. And people say, oh, you owe Chloe the world because of this and that and this and that, homeless shelter and all this crap. I don't know Chloe jack shit. Thing is, Chloe's mom owes Chloe a lot more than me. And Chloe's dad owes them both a lot more. The problem isn't about me or Chloe, okay? It's about Chloe. I am getting to the point in my life where I am physically tired, okay? I'm drained. I'm literally drained. Like today, while waiting for time to pass, I did everything. I did 50 spreadsheets. There's approximately 10 left, big ones. And I'll probably get like 6 or 8 of them done tomorrow because I'm not going to be going out until next week. Now, Chloe's like, can we go next week? Can we go? Well, the thing is I have my own ideas, But you know what? Here's the deal. It doesn't matter if I don't get freaking unlimited food at, all you can eat at Applebee's. It doesn't really matter. You know why? Because, frankly, it doesn't. Here's my pet peeve, okay? As I said, I feel I'm not belittling her in any way, shape, or form. I don't want people thinking I am or slandering her or whatever. But I feel like I'm basically just the man that has to put up with every fucking little bastard person. And I'm not talking Chloe. I'm talking about the entire fucking world, okay? Being bastards in general. You attack me for being a male, which I'm not. I'm female. You attack me because I have my own thoughts and opinions. You attack me. And to me, here's how I see it as a loving person. Literally. As a loving person, I feel it's my duty to speak how I feel. And that is, I'm tired of fucking dickwads and morons turning around and sending me messages going, oh, well, you know. The thing is, look, so Chloe's got some problems, right? Chloe had problems in Arizona, right? I've heard nothing but arguments lately with this or that, you know, and it makes sense. I mean, literally, it completely makes fucking sense. I mean, literally. You know, we went on vacation. The roommate had to pay for a lot more than, you know, Miss Tara had to pay more than Chloe, and then Chloe, you know, and then people turn around and, you know, Tara's friends and Chloe's ex friends and ex roommates and all this to mark it up as narcissism, you know, and you know, like I said in previous things, talking to Poppy, it basically breaks down to certain issues and certain things can be looked at it that way because. You know, to me, I'm getting to the point where the world doesn't owe anyone anything, you know. And if you say no to something, you get ripped a new asshole. And, you know, I was talking to my family and I said, I need some alone time eventually because I'm burning myself out. I mean, I'm juggling, and this isn't just about my home. Okay? I'm juggling my home, I'm juggling the bills, I'm juggling everything. I mean, look. I'm trying to hold Chloe together from exploding, but every time I tell her no, she's like, "You're a motherfucking asshole." She sounds like an angry black person when you say no, you know. And to me, it's like, man, you're an asshole, you know, and or swearing, and I know it's a thing, but you know, my family's like, you don't need to be subjugated to the abuse. Well, I don't. Thing is I'm burning myself out, and the reason I want to talk about this for a second is I was talking earlier to Chloe about ideas. Okay, I was doing spreadsheets. Chloe's watching, and she's like, and the other thing is at times, you know, it makes me feel like she's a little dictator. She's like, who are you messaging? Who are you texting? Doesn't matter who I'm texting. If I'm texting, I'm a bozo, then it's cool. I'm texting. I mean, I wanted to say I'm texting Aaron. Even though Aaron's dead, you know, I can say, oh, I'm texting Aaron, you know. No, I mean, the point I'm making is I'm angry at the fact that every time I turn around, you know, it angers me to no end, you know, literally. I mean, let me put it this way when it comes to the finances, okay? People say, oh, well, you know, it's not your job. Well, that's why the government's saying the same damn thing, okay? The government's sitting there, right? Chloe's on the lease. Chloe doesn't do anything. The manager's like, telling me time and time again to clean the crap up in front of the door. It looks like tackiness, and you know, it could be bringing rats in for all I know. And I've told Chloe many times, and you know, I'm about to do it in springtime. Just do a house cleaning and then clean the closet out. You know, reorganize the closets. You know, and then here's the other thing. Then I get angry because I'm sitting there. Okay, this is me. And Chloe knows this better than anyone. Chloe sits there and she says, oh, yeah, you're great. You know, you're great, right? I'll sit there 99% of the time. And here's how it works, okay? I like I said, my pet peeve if Chloe takes too long. I want out, right? Another pet peeve I have, okay, talking about everyday womanly essentials is going down, right? Going down, and Chloe's like walking like 20 feet ahead. It's like, if you're walking 20 feet ahead and I'm just slowpoke, then there's no conversation. What's the fucking even point? You know, you're like, oh yeah, you're my love, blah, 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 but you're walking 20 feet ahead. Fuck it. You're just the roommate with the mental problem, the mentally ill roommate. I mean, the point I'm making is everything that I do, it doesn't matter to me anymore. To me, it doesn't matter. My feelings doesn't matter because walking ahead, oh, that's a pet peeve. Walking past something like, well, let's just say we have a drive-in on the island, right? It's called Dick's. I've never been there. I'm like, you know, one of these days I need to go in there and get a burger, right? Well, you know, I could get one too. And it's like, I said, one of these days, I didn't say I'm going to go in with you. I said, one of these days I would go in there. I do an errand. One of these days I should try that. But it's not time. See, the way Aaron does his mouth thing, it's like, it's not time. I mean, literally, I'm a woman who basically makes my decisions based on things, okay? It'd be like me tomorrow morning, right, saying, oh, Chloe's still sleeping. It's 6 o'clock. I'm going to wash up and I'm going to get dressed and I'm going to take Moppy out, even though it's raining. and I'm going to go to the post office and get the money order, and then I'm going to go waddle over to this breakfast house and get a breakfast. I mean, literally, every time I talk about breakfast house, I get yelled at, like, what do you do? And it's like, to me, I'm, my pet peeves I've been supporting for 3 years. I've had friends turn around, tell me in Moses Lake to get rid of the useless ass. Get rid of the useless ass. We can't have lunch. Literally, I never saw through it. I thought it was just a jealousy issue. But every time I think about it, or my family's turning around going, the APS lady, they needed to come out and investigate, but even though they can't get rid of a freeloading mooch, or I don't even remember. One of my family members said something about vampire sucking, a mosquito, or blood sucking. Anyways, something or other, blood sucking parasite. I got people all over saying this. And they're like, you're never going to get away until you're dead. And I don't want to kill myself. I don't. And I don't plan to. My point is I'm getting the pet peeves where I hear her say, oh, if I don't get this, I'm not going with you. Well, then don't go with me. I don't give a shit. Well, if you don't do this for me, I'm going to kill myself. Well, I'm not liable if you go and hang yourself or stab yourself or cut yourself. It's not my job to basically babysit you. I'm becoming so cold-hearted at times. It's like, it's like the old saying in the movie, the Sans Iwo Jima.
You know what? You need to just not take it to the extreme like that.
So being bipolar, I have so many triggers, that really triggers me to no end. And that's, the point I'm making.
I know you got triggers, but you take it to extreme to please Stomp, Dick, and Terrence.
You know what? You like tearing it out of everyone. Just drop it, okay? Sorry, she basically does this. She thinks I'm here to please people, and I'm not. I'm talking from my own heart. So let me finish this because I got a lot to do and little things to do, and I don't want to get things done, because at 10 o'clock I got to go to the store and I got to get things moving. So let me finish this up. Sorry, she's always tearing my cousin down. Now my cousin Dinky's nickname is Terrence. And, there's this trans girl his name's Isabel. She calls her Stog Dick. I'm sorry to say, but we won't go there. Now, the extreme, I'm not here to please people. I'm only here to tell you what bothers me to know. And this is why I've asked her to literally leave and not come back. Her mom doesn't realize that she'll snap. And then people say, oh, well, you shouldn't be saying it on YouTube. Guess what? It's my fucking channel. It's my diary. It's my way of expressing myself. If you're telling me I can't do freedom of speech, and I tell you to get your child out of here and put her in a fucking hospital, or put her in the streets, or put her in fucking your house. Because I'm not going to have someone dictate what I can and can't do in my own fucking home. Literally, this is my home. I pay the bills. And for 3 fucking years, that's where it fucking gets to the point of no return. Okay? No return, okay? Here's how it works, all right? I'll tell you how it is, all right? I was talking to someone the other day, all right? And people say, oh, yeah, well, you're trying to please Terrence, or you're going to... No, I'm not. Here's the thing. Tara isn't a man, okay? I'm not here to please anyone. I'm here to please myself by speaking my heart. Now, when I was planning to go out tomorrow off the station, with the Excelsior and Doc getting supplies, I was planning to go Safeway. Fortunately, there's nothing at Safeway. I need maybe a few little items, but the point is, it doesn't justify ferry tickets, shuttle tickets. I could do it, and then I have to do it again on the next day. I was just talking to someone today who checked my tickets out and said, look, you got like 14 days to use 7 tickets. So that's kind of dandy. But the problem is I am not tolerating any more of this behavior. I've asked her to leave time and time again, and I expect her to leave. Literally, the point I'm saying is it's about, Social Security. We checked our mailbox. We got nothing again. I'm wondering when the electric bill's coming. I mean, we've been using a lot more electricity, and I found out I could have triggered, by the way, my bunny's molting. He's actually shedding, so he's molting. But, I'm learning. But here's the thing. I was planning to go, and Chloe knows this. Is why I said Chloe knows this. I usually don't eat out, okay? Usually if I go to town, I usually go to Walmart, and I never even get anything there. I usually go hungry, unless I'm really running low on sugar. And Chloe, she always grabs something like, oh yeah, it's only $2. Oh, it's only $6. Well, that's fine. As long as it's coming out of your pocket, I don't care. I mean, I spent $33 the last month for makeup, okay? I got ripped a new asshole because makeup, I don't wear makeup yet. People sitting there saying, oh, well, you're nice to buy the makeup, but at the same time, it's a waste of money. I could have got more better pain meds than fucking buying the makeup, but then people say, oh, well, Chloe's priorities wrong. You need to reprogram her priorities. I can't, okay? Chloe thinks, I'm not going to say she thinks she's a woman. She is a woman, okay? My point is, you can't tell someone what they want, okay? If Chloe wants to be a rebel and say, fuck you, I don't like you doing this channel, I'm going to be a rebel and tell everyone that your cousin's name's Terrence or your other friend Isabella's name's Dog Dick, oh well, fuck it. Problem is Chloe's losing her damn mind, literally. And this is why I think Chloe needs to be hospitalized. I mean, literally, she turns around, she wants to treat me like garbage, and yet, I'm not belittling her. She's belittling all these other people around her. What I'm trying to say is I have bipolar, okay? They say, oh, you have a borderline, I could be borderline too. No one fucking knows. But my point is this, okay? And here's where it gets a little tricky and complicated, okay? So I've been looking at Safeway ads, okay, and Walmart ads. There's nothing at Walmart except maybe a pair of panties, an 18-pack panties that's like $10. I can get a couple packages of those. My problem is when it comes to the entire issue of life, okay, I feel, like I said, I'm just basically here to serve others. Now, the Bible says I'm here to serve others, but my personal feelings is I'm being basically fought bloody tooth and nail on issues. I mean, look. I was just looking at options, okay? And I'll explain it, in a second. But anyways, my point is this. I'm sitting here watching reviews, doing other reviews, planning videos, the histories. I got like 3/4 of the history videos done yesterday, and then I put in a movie, right? Severely in pain. I mean, literally, Chloe ran to the store, and within 20 minutes left, came back with these and said, this is all I can afford, literally. So then I'm like, thank you, at least, but mostly she doesn't think about that. Now, everyone around me is like, well, she thinks about herself, her next meal, or what she can screw you out of to get whatever, And to me, it upsets me to no end because there's a lot of people out there that turn around. Like, I had a friend of mine said, oh, Rita, do you smoke? I'm like, no, I do dip. And right now my tooth's hurting, and I wouldn't want to smoke anyways. That suction, I might grab dry socket, even though one of my teeth look like there's a hole in the middle of it. She's like, oh, well, I might just tell Chloe. The thing is some of these people don't like Chloe. I mean, literally, they sit there and they see Chloe talking. It's like, oh, yeah, you need to do that. Right on. It's like they get mad. They're like, you're basically being attacked and belittled. I mean, the other day I was sitting here last night, and Chloe said, what are those? And I said, I don't know. I opened it up, and it was their medical records. It was like medical records from Smoky Point and Cascade and Fairfax. It was like preliminary papers, their code and so. And then I got into Catholic Charities, and it went down the list of everything. And I just read it to her, and she's like, they're saying that to make money. Well, the psychiatrist itself basically, is the one that she wanted to go through anyways. But anyways, my point is I'm getting to the point in my life where, I care for her deeply. It hurts me. It hurts me to no end that I have to, literally, we're living in a world where we don't know whether she's going to be approved or denied. I can only hope she's approved, but at the same time, I can't just keep funneling money in when the government might be sitting there going, oh, you have to take care of a freeloader. We can't help you. And next you know, I'm in trouble. I mean, literally. I mean, every time I turn around, I'm worried. I mean, electric bill ain't here. How much did we use this month? Even though it's covered, we got another electricity program coming in a week from today. I got eyeglasses to cover. Now, one of the pet peeves I want to say out of love, and you know, people sit there and say, "Oh well, people don't know money." Well, is I was trying to tell Chloe today. Chloe's like, "Well, let's go do this and let's go do that," and I'm thinking to myself, "Look, you got money, hold on to it because if you spend it, you don't have it. Guess who's going to be fitting the bill to get you out of here? It's me. So hold on to it." Well, Chloe and I were talking earlier about food. One of the things is they have an all-you-can-eat thing at the uh, Applebee's. And Chloe's like, "Well, I need to do this and do that." And I'm like, hold on to it. I mean, look, I love Chloe dearly, and I told her, just wait. The other thing is I just told her that in approximately 5 days, I'm going to be plunking through a lot of money to pay, hey, mop, to pay for her glasses. I mean, they're not going to be cheap either. And so because of it, everything happens for a reason, right? No one sits there and says, "Oh, well, it's not your job to pay it." Instead, everyone turns around and says, "Well, guess what? You're going to be paying it or she doesn't get to see." I mean, and people sit there and say, "Well, what's what?" You know, and to me, I'm getting to the point where it hurts me to know it. Literally, Moppy, what are you doing, little man? And I was looking for, you know. But anyways, I got to make dinner soon. But my point is, you know, we were looking at food, okay, and I was looking at Taco Bell, for example. Okay, Taco Bell. And she's like, "I want tacos too." Well, my point is I don't mind if Chloe has tacos. I mean, I don't mind buying her tacos. The problem is getting over there. You know, that's the real problem. I mean, literally, I tried to explain to Chloe, if I go, I go. If I don't, I go. And if I do go, it might be by myself. But the problem is frankly, it's not about me going by myself. You know, and because of that, you know, oh, I better answer this real quick. Hold on here. So hold on. All right. So basically, here's the deal. So that was Jose. So I won't go into deal. But anyways, so what happened was, you know, I'm just panicked, you know, because you know I was looking at something to eat, okay, and this all you can eat thing was great, okay. I was like, oh yeah, all you can eat, woohoo, right? Well, you know, Chloe, what about me? Maybe I should cash this and do that, and do this. Well, my point is I was trying to explain it to Chloe is, you know, whatever she does with her money is her business, but it's not my job to support her, right? She thinks we can glide through this until she gets approved. Thing is her money would go really quickly. I mean, every time I turn around, you know, I need underwear, I need this. Well, I need more underwear too. I mean, the point is this, okay, let me put it this way. Is she turns around, right? And this isn't about her or me or a family or her family. It's about the fact that I told her to hold on to it just in case she needs it for some emergency. I mean, I'm already going through $140 out of my own pocket for glasses. How much more do I need to do, right? So she's talking about lunch, okay? Well, I don't mind if you go and buy your own lunch, but you know, every piece of thing. Oh, well, I'm gonna get to makeup. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. Next, you know, you got this whole amount of pot. Let's just say $400 goes down to 100, and then you're figuring what happened. And then it goes down to 50, and you're like, Then when you have zero, you're wondering what happened, right? Meanwhile, the family's like, if you want to get rid of Chloe, you're gonna have to go yourself. Thing is the state wants her gone anyways because she's basically freeloading. I mean, she lives in this house. She dictates everything. And literally, it drives me bonkers. I mean, look, I can't go out that often. I refuse to go out in the rain. I have her here just to help me in case I need something like, you know, you know, like other things, you know, like, and then the whole lunch thing, okay? You know, so we were looking at the 12.99 all you can eat. Now, I love wings, okay? And my friend's like, you need your wing fix, and you shouldn't let Chloe, basically a sister, you shouldn't let Chloe dictate you. Then you turn around, and here's the other fucking problem you have. The other fucking problem you have is if I don't do wings, I was like, you know what? I could always see if there's a Red Robin there and grab a burger. Again, oh, there's Red Robin, Red Robin. Then I looked around and said, you know what? I could see if there's an Olive Garden because I don't mind Olive Garden once in a while. So basically, Jose asked about weather, you know, and you know, so I love Jose dearly. But anyways, here's the problem, okay? So then I go and I look up Burger King, you know, and Dairy Queen and other places they eats like Taco Bell, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'd love to get a 12 soft taco pack, you know, just throw it in the way I like it, you know, I'm good, you know, and maybe I'll try this and that, you know. Chloe's like, I don't mind tacos for I don't, but the problem is the real problem here is, you know, it's not about taking Chloe to lunch. You know, the real problem is, and Chloe thinks it's about, you know, money. It's not about money at all. It's more about getting up and doing this. And the problem is logically making the time. Okay. Here's how it is. You know, I have this idea. Maybe I'll go. Some say a grandiose idea, but it isn't. Because I could go and get lunch, you know, and I can go and take care of the Walmart thing where I have extra money to make sure Chloe has a ticket out. Unfortunately, in the meantime, there's other people doing other ideas now. You know, to buy a ticket for Chloe, it's got to come out of my debit card. It's not. I can't go down to the station and say, "Here's $300. Give me a ticket." They won't do it. Amtrak won't. Chloe wants train because it's easier and her luggage is covered. She's limited on Greyhound, you know. So basically, what happened? So Chloe turns around, you know, and she's like, "Oh well, you know, if you don't want to do this." So I was like, you know what? Let's see what they have special wise at Burger King, you know, because I don't want to go to Burger King. The problem with Burger King is finding one locally, right? Well, the only Burger King I know was near the uh, the Walmart. Now, to get there, I've never been there exactly. Chloe has, but they have these specials online. It's like put in your zip code and you'll get specials. Like one is like two small fries and two long chicken sandwiches. You know that's perfect. Unfortunately, for $5, unfortunately, you got to get there. And so to me, I'm like, ooh, dokie. Hold on. There. So basically, you know, out of love, you know, it's just answering Jose again when he's doing something. You know, it's not every day he messages, but you know, the point is, you know, family turns around and say, you know, you need to look after yourself. You got to decompress somehow. So I was thinking maybe I would go out and pay my bills, grab a bite to eat, and you know, whatever, you know. But you know, I got Chloe's like, what about me? What about me? What about me? And to me, it upsets me to no end because I love Chloe dearly, but at the same time, I mean, literally, unless she's literally going to rubber stamp herself with Social Security and she gets approved, it's kind of basically like shooting yourself in the dark. I mean, literally. I mean, Social Security didn't do well. If you don't get treatment, you don't get money, or you get treatment, you get money, or she gave 20 different reports from 20 different places. And to us, we're looking at, you know, will she be approved or denied? Is it going to be denied basically because we're denying you because you don't have benefits because you aren't getting treatment. I mean, no one knows. I mean, Chloe's like, oh well, talking about, you know, different issues, So to me, I'm like, you know, uh, out of love, what to do. So to me, I'm sitting here going, well, how do I do this or how do I do that, And honestly, out of love for everyone, I mean, I do need some me time. I mean, literally, I don't get much me time. So my me time to do this video before I go make up dinner is like going to be really interesting because, by the time 7 o'clock comes, I still got 3 hours, which means I got to get dinner started and then finish, which is just a bowl of ramen tonight, which will help my mouth because I need my ramen because I can't eat solids right now, and a lot of people sit there and say, "Oh well, it's great, it's great, whatever." And to me, you know, uh, I found it to be interesting, So to me, I found it to be great, but I love, that I don't want to be hurt either, And so, I was looking at specials at Burger King, but like I said, trying to get to Burger King's a different story. But also, people say, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this. Well, one place is in Anacortes, another one that Chloe wants to go to is in Mount Vernon. So to go to two places in one day is just basically like a crapshoot. And so to me, I was trying to explain it to her that it's impossible, because unless you do two trips and you can't do it. So, my main grocery run was gonna be next week. I can't do it Monday and Tuesday because I got to be here for the glasses and the computer. So, and then, the rest of the week, I got to make sure the computer is fine, and make sure it's installing everything and preparing everything. And then, I hear, oh, you need to get these games, you need to get those games, you need to do this. It's like, sure. Fortunately, the whole thing about me basically being a woman and, you know, um, you know, dealing with it is a lot of people ask me how I can deal with someone who's severely borderline. I mean, literally, a borderline will snap. Okay, they'll tell you one thing and clearly do another. And with me, I'm basically living a life of hell, basically. So to me, having people turn around and tell me outright that I need some me time is them saying, yeah, you need some me time because you're being overused or whatever. And to me, it's hard. I mean, literally, my main gripe is, Chloe's got mental illnesses, but I shouldn't be the whipping post for every time I basically vent about it. I should be basically living comfortably with no trouble at all, no trouble at all. And with me, I love all you out there, and to me, it's unfair that certain things like I said, let's just put it this way: if I don't go off the station till next week, it's fine because frankly, I don't have much to do. I can go get my groceries, whatever. I can buy 10 Salisbury steaks, throw them in the freezer, and I'd be content for 10 days. I mean, literally, I wouldn't care. Okay. I mean, literally, Walmart might be losing 10 meals, but the point is I got a cooler I can take with me. I can fill them up. I can just buy what I need and stockpile 10 of them. Throw them in my little cart, dot out the door I go. I mean, I don't need to answer to anyone when it comes to groceries. I mean, I can buy these Salisbury steaks and live on them. That's what I live on anyways. But my point is I don't really need to go off the station unless I have to. I mean, look. Well, let's talk about finances for a minute. Not basically sitting there trying to point the finger at Chloe for any shape or form. Let's talk about, hey, Moppy, is that where you were out there? I guess she went that way. I guess Chloe went outside. But anyways, point is, Chloe's not at fault, okay? We have some problems here financially, and it isn't Chloe's fault, But it also hurts me because, frankly, I got to look at all the options. I mean, look, I just said TV dinners, just throwing 10 Salisbury steak meals and good to go, I mean, literally. I mean, it's like, other issues. Now, getting to Walmart, big deal. What am I going to do? Spend $100, $200, $300 in groceries and be like, yes. I mean, look, I could go and buy some games at Walmart, but it's not time. I mean, games aren't time. Groceries are time. I mean, literally, look at the big picture. Chloe, people sit there pins the blame on Chloe, thinking Chloe's too mentally ill not to help. I mean, Chloe's sitting there today talking about, asking questions that I have no clue over, like, oh, am I going to be in a group home? I don't think so. You don't have money, so they're not going to take you. I mean, literally, it's stuff like this that gets really on me, but at the same time, it's the financial part. I mean, Chloe knows that I don't go and eat out. I don't sit there because, my motto usually is if I go out to eat, Chloe's going to be like, I'm at you. You're getting something to eat. And to me, I don't really like eating out much because fast food or even eating in a restaurant is just really expensive. I mean, it costs, I think Chloe was complaining the other day out of love. It costs like $20 for an omelet. I mean, literally, I can take 6 eggs, throw it in there, throw together some bacon, which I get periodically in Food Bank, or sausage, crumble it up, throw it in my eggs, with my scrambled eggs, and I make a scramble. I mean, literally, that's cheaper than, paying $20. Well, the other problem is, so, I gotta ask, so, uh, but the point is financially, okay. I had to ask Jose a question. It's not about that. It's not about finances. It's, when it comes to Chloe, the Salisbury steak thing is perfect, but to go off island, I just realized I have enough tickets to do it. But the thing I'm concerned about isn't about dinners or lunches or, is I don't eat out a lot because I don't. I mean, literally, it's expensive. $20 for an omelet. I mean, literally, I know Jose, since I'm his girl, he would basically, something about Applebee's, oh yeah, or whatever it was. I think it was Applebee's or Long John Silver's or something where he goes like once a week, and if you have the finances to do it, you do it. But me, I don't have the magic finances just to go because Chloe's, it's hard. But the point is, it's hard because people sit there and they're making notes, they're taking notes on my channel, or they're taking notes for the welfare office or the DSHS office and saying, look, Chloe's um, buying food for food stamps, running out, and then basically mooching off me, and then they say, well, Chloe's too disabled, she needs a group home, or she needs to be monitored her money. So Chloe's afraid that people want to monitor her money, so she turns around her cash assistance or food stamps or cash for Social Security or whatever she wants. So she basically blocks it so she doesn't get treatment. So no treatment, guess who's got to basically deal with everything in the aftermath, Hold on. The so basically, he just explained what about being hurt, but financially, when it comes to Chloe, Chloe gets mad because I'm talking about I don't really want to take her to lunch or dinner because I don't have a lot of money to blow around. I mean, if Aaron was around, it'd be a different story, but I don't have Aaron's money around, so to me, it's financially hurting. I mean, people turn around and they say to me, "Oh, well, you should be doing this or you should be doing that," and it's like I can't do anything. I mean, literally, I got a hurt tooth. I'm trying to take care of Chloe, and then the other thing is I never got to my point is I was trying to teach Chloe a lesson in life. It isn't about bad Chloe, bad Chloe. It was a lesson in life about what to do with the shopping. So I just went to like online. Okay, I should do an example. Okay, let's just go on an example. Okay, a quick example. Let's go to the local grocery store here on the station or near the station, right? And go like this. I have fast enough, so as long as Chloe's not bogging it down with her game, sometimes she complains like because I'm uploading something. I'm uploading. One time I was doing a web browsing thing, uploading a movie, uploading my YouTube live, and then I was also uploading Google Google Drive, my docs. Okay, so basically, here's the grocery ad. Okay, let's just talk. I could sit here and look at the things, right? I know what my Salisbury steaks cost. They're like less than $5 a box for family size. So I'll go and buy a family size, right? But if you look at the bigger picture, talking about this for a minute, I'll look at the entire picture, and people look at me and say, well, out of this week's ad, what do you see that's available? Well, let's see. Tuna, 5 cans of tuna, $5. I can make tuna sandwiches. There you go. Then they ask me, is there anything else? Well, Vandy Camp's fish sticks or fillets aren't that filling. I'm sorry to say. They look like they're pretty good in the box, but when you get them, they are like fish nuggets, okay? And then they say, well, what about this, like pasta sauce? No, pasta sauce, $1 a can. It'd be good if the food bank's giving it, because you don't want to eat that for yourself, because the pasta sauce, you have to doctor it up, throw meats and everything else. And so you go down a bit, you look at something like bacon. They got corn dogs, and they got chicken tenders. Now, I'm going to get the chicken tenders tomorrow and the corn dogs. I'm also going to get the burritos. However, the problem with those, and I want to talk a minute, because, people sit there and say, oh, well, and because Oscar Mayer's got sandwich meat, I don't even have to go to Safeway to get the deal for sandwich meat. So these 4 little items here pays off to stay on the island, and I don't have to waste my ferry tickets, which they're going to expire anyways. But you go look at this picture here. What do you got? You got pudding, good for my tooth. Applesauce, good for my tooth. Juicy packs, good for my teeth. And then you go down and you got chips. Now, I don't mind chips, but, I've been trying to cut out the chips. So we'll go down. Now, Chloe's talking about tacos. Well, taco seasoning and taco shells at sale. But then you go down the list. Okay, here we go. Booze and everything. All right. So when you get done, you look it over, and you can get like 7 or 8 items. That combined with the Salisbury steaks and the items I just talked about, the corn dogs, the chimichangas, and the chicken tenders, whatever, you got it made when it comes to the food. So why do you want to go to buy anything from somewhere else, right? Now, before we continue, like I said, it is my duty and honor to talk to Chloe about the groceries. So, Chloe's like, well, I want to go out next week to get groceries. That's fine and dandy. The earliest is next Wednesday, because Monday and Tuesday's glasses, and then you got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then afterwards you got other issues. You got, So basically, oh, yeah, I accidentally opened something by mistake, or someone was trying to give up a free hot tub, and people are like, yes, I want the hot tub. Okay, so here we go. So basically, if you look at the ad from Safeway, for example, talking about this for a second, you can look down there, right? If I'm going to be taking and spending $20 for ferry fees, just to go for both of us, right? Because that's what costs. Actually, it costs 26 because of 2 of us, or 28. So, let's see. They got deli meat, sandwich bread, and Alfredo sauce. I could probably get all that cheap. The sandwich meat I don't really need. The milk, well, I don't want to tote milk back with me, right? So let's continue to the next part. We go down here. We're down to the vegetables, nothing. Meats, well, let's see, nothing. You get the same stuff at the station here. Nothing. And then you got booze. Well, me and booze, I'm just skipping it because I don't need booze. So far, I haven't seen anything decent there, right? Now, Hamburger Helper. Yeah, I can get 10 packs of Hamburger Helper, that would be perfect, because Hamburger Helper is Hamburger Helper. I would live on Hamburger Helper. Get 10 pounds of hamburger, you got it made. Nice giant chub. Put it up in pound increments with a little scale. You're good. You got Hamburger Helper, and you got your, but Hamburger Helper, if you get the cheap hamburger, you're good. If you don't get the cheap hamburger, you're bad. That's why you need to make sure you get the cheapest hamburger possible for Hamburger Helper. Now that's the only thing I'd get. I don't know how much cheaper it's at Walmart, but you get the idea. So I was telling this to Chloe, and then there's coffee on sale. Then you go to the next one. It says brand versus quality. Let's see. They have mixers and sodas and dressings and this, and you go down to cheese balls, and yeah, that's about it. So you got coupons, you clip them out. Then if you go to the everyday brands you trust, let's see, the potato chips I like. Fritos, buy 3, get those, buy 4 of those, it's like this. But when it comes to regular potato chips or wavy chips, the Safeway brand, I'll choose those, or, another thing I like is, there's other things, and then you got like chocolate puddings again, etc. But the point is, if you look at the Safeway ad, you're not going to be finding much in the Safeway ad that I'm going to need. Maybe there's some taco shells and stuff, but the point is you're not going to be getting much of a deal, So to me, I find it to be, not good. I mean, literally, to me, I don't like saying it, but there's nothing there that's worth it, So Safeway gives an ad, and you look at the ad, and you look at another ad, and then you look at another ad. And what do you get out of it? You get nothing. So, like I was telling my sweetheart Jose, I'm not going to just travel all the way to, for whatever, just to go to Safeway, because in my opinion, it doesn't really, uh, for example, they have their own big brands. There's a brand book here that I was just looking at, and Safeway, to me, I'm one of these women that, I look at everything from a different light. And to me, I'm not going to go pay through the nose for something I don't want, I mean, literally, Safeway might have their brand names, but still, to me, I'm not the type that's going to plunk down cash to buy something, in my opinion, that might be junk, or, someone might say, oh, well, we have all these little Safeway brand names going for sale. You're going to love this. Go ahead and try it. To me, unless I'm trying something, I mean, they have cream cheese. I mean, yeah, if I want to get a deal of cream cheese, I can buy cream cheese. But again, the problem is everyone knows if I eat too much cream cheese, I'm corked up or I'm in trouble because it's too fattening. I mean, literally, I don't know how many times I'd be sitting there going, oh, yes, I want this. And next, I'm eating freaking a boatload of cream cheese saying, oh, isn't this great, And the point is you got to be careful in what you're eating. I mean, literally, I am at the point in my life where I am sitting here going, what am I going to do, And so, to me, trying to basically explain to Chloe, for example, like there's an area here for coffee, deals on coffee. But my point is if you're going to go and do a deal for coffee, that's great and gravy. But with me, I want a deal that's, that I choose from Safeway that's literally good. I mean, literally, Walmart didn't have anything. So me just to go pack up and go to Walmart would be like, oh, yes, I'm going to go to Walmart, But to me, I don't really want to go to Walmart because to me, it's like, it's not good. Well, when's this sale end? Yeah, well, doesn't matter. They always have these big books, So, my point is, it's like December ads, yet it doesn't say when. Oh yeah, 12/31, bro. But it ends 12/31. You see, ends 12/31, yet they're still keeping it there. They haven't updated it yet. So, but you guys get the idea, So there you go. So basically, I need to, yeah. Anyways, like I said, when it comes to Chloe, and other issues, Chloe's not at fault on a lot of them, but Chloe also knows I just don't have money to throw around either to eat out. So technically, when Chloe's like getting mad, like, so now it's like, sometimes I got to take a step back and say, look, I mean, literally, I mean, we're really hanging from a thread, and, unless I want to go and get more groceries next week, I mean, literally the way I said it today on the groceries part is that, it's, it's hard because frankly, it's hard because out of love, um, yeah, out of love, you know, that, um, uh, that it's hard because I don't bring in a lot of money, and being a person who's on a limited income, I can't just sit there and plunk down money, but at the same time people sit there and say, oh well, you don't need to look at this, you need to do that. It's like, no, I don't. My point is I love everyone, yet at the same time I just can't plunk down money, so I'm always complaining about it because between paying for groceries and paying for electricity and paying for everything else, it hurts. It literally does. So, with me talking to someone who's like, oh, well, I'll offer you Christmas money, which thank God I haven't got any Christmas money, but they offer me the Christmas money, and never renege, and then guys don't do this, and then this deal falls through. And my point is, being a woman is as Jose, I said to Jose, it's just he knows this. It costs money to get up and get on the ferry, and then get off the ferry, and then go and do your thing, and then do the other thing. And literally, I will probably be plugging along until next week. I mean, literally, people say, "Oh, well, you're gonna place an order soon." Well, that's the other thing I want to talk to you all about: orders. Well, besides me getting ready to eat these because I have to, they're orange flavored. They taste like crap though. But anyways, I gotta make some coffee soon. But what am I saying? So out of love for Jose, I told Jose, I'm sending him I'm placing an order for him. Once he gets it, I'll place another order. But he's in a severe pain like I am. Yet at the same time, he's worried about me. Well, I appreciate that, and I worry about him. So one of the things I'm trying to say is, when it comes to going grocery shopping, and stuff, is I do everything on my own. Certain things, Chloe coming along, but for certain things, people need to realize, that there's some things that is a fool's errand and some that aren't. And like going to Walmart to go collect on some cash that because the layaway failed. Well, that's good and dandy, but unless I really need it, that money was going to be used to pick up a ticket, for Chloe. So, and so forth. But to tell everyone to sit there and say, oh well, Chloe's going to be on disability or Chloe's going to be this. We don't know if Chloe's truly going to be on disability. That's the freaking problem. The problem is with disability is we don't know. For all we know, it could be a brain fart, literally. She claims she's going to be on disability, but so far, 3 years, the last time it was denied because of she wasn't disabled. Then the next time after that with me around was she had too many diagnoses and wasn't getting treatments. And now it's not getting treatment and whatever, but we don't know if she's been approved or denied. Her records, she submitted all her records, Hold on. So basically, my point is, I was just talking to my Jose, he's a saint, and my point is to all you out there is I like I said, I mean literally I'm not trying to belittle Chloe in any way. Chloe wants to attack my cousin-in-law, fine. Chloe wants to attack someone else, it's fine. Chloe wants to attack our friend from Kansas, that's fine. Chloe wants to attack our friend from North Carolina, it's fine. Point is, if Chloe wants to attack sister Jenna, well, that's between Chloe and Jenna. Let them duke it out. Me, I'm not getting involved, but I will defend Jenna before I defend Chloe because I won't tolerate it. And so the point I'm making is when it comes to groceries and comes to everything else, it's a fool's errand to go all the way off island, just to go off the station or off the Excelsior to go and get groceries and supplies unless you truly need to go and do it. And to me, seeing someone get angry about an idea like food is beyond me. I mean, literally, you don't sit there and go, oh, well, I need this. You don't need jack diddly poop. I mean, literally, you don't need jack diddly poop. So, basically, what I wanted to say was, before I dragged it out, was financially, we have to look at every option, but at the same time, I'm hurting. Financially, I'm hurting to no end. And that's because I'm struggling. And because, everyone says, oh, well, you got to peel it. Well, let's put it this way from my perspective. Again, if Chloe's mom's watching this or whoever's watching this, I don't care. Picture me, all right? It's not my job to go and support someone who can't get the support. The only reason why we're basically holding together by threads is because, and as my mom would say, twine, is because we are holding together by twine on the grounds that we are getting a little extra help from the people here from like other areas. Now, where I used to live, we wouldn't be getting any resources. I'd be freaking down to the bottom of the barrel, basically. But here, we're getting resources. Unfortunately, certain resources are costing me money, like the eyeglass thing. So people sit there and say, and yeah, I know where Chloe's getting at going when it comes to the whole grocery things and stuff like that. The point is my family's right. I need a alone time sometimes. I mean, literally, otherwise I'm going to lose it. And two is, I'm getting to the point in my life, honestly, out of bipolarism, that it is hard to have people turn around and tell me outright that it's, which is right, that, it's not my job to support someone. I mean, look, there's advocates that wanted to get rid of her. Then there's advocates that wanted to keep her. And then there's other people that say, she shouldn't do this or that. But no one in their right mind is ever hearing anything on what dear old mom's saying or thinking. And I'm not going to belittle dear old mom at all, or grandparents or whatever. But if the grandparents think Chloe needs to be away from me, which is fine by me, then maybe the grandparents needed to basically leave a little stipulation of what they were doing. Because frankly, Chloe basically, has her own ideas. And the reason I'm saying what I'm saying is I've had people like family members and close friends and everyone say, look, if you go ahead and let Chloe do what she wants to do, you're still stuck with Chloe. So Chloe should think. Otherwise, it would be unfair if someone turned around and saw me basically telling Chloe to be homeless because she can't control it. I mean, literally. I was talking to a couple of hospital mental plot places that said basically if Chloe gets out of hand, let her be homeless. She screws up, throw her out. Then you don't have to worry because you can't live under an umbrella of a dictator who's, basically doing what they're doing. I mean, literally, they're basically sitting there. When you attack my cousin-in-law, you're attacking not just a family member, you're attacking someone out of anger. All because of something stupid like, you want to please someone. I don't want to please anyone. What I'm saying is from my heart is I can't financially support. Thing is if I wait 3 more months, okay, let me put it this way. It's 3 to 5 months for Social Security to approve or deny. In the meantime, we're going to hit day 3, okay, month 3. Now, if we don't get anything in month 3, then I got to wait till month 4. And then month 5. In the meantime, she might as well try to go and see about getting help somewhere else. And frankly, your mom's like, well, you need to appeal it. Well, She needs to appeal it. Why don't you help her appeal it? Because frankly, I don't want to help her appeal it because I'm tired of supporting her. I don't see you cutting a check for money order or whatever for electricity or water, sewer, garbage, or rent or groceries. Everything falls on me. And then people sit there and say I'm a dirt bag. I'm sorry to say, but as a disabled person on a fixed income lower than what you bring in per month, Missy, you need to realize that I can't just keep funneling money in and out to help someone who, is that's all I wanted to say. So out of love, my computer, I'm going to make this about 1 hour, 30 minutes, but you get the idea. Chloe's not at fault. The problem isn't Chloe. It's not my family. It's Chloe's family. Chloe's family doesn't want to support or even give any suggestions. All they want is Chloe to turn around and basically live and mooch off me, and they think it's fine. My advocates think it's purely and downright wrong. And so when I sit there and I complain a little bit for my own triggers, it's not about pissing Chloe off. It's about telling people, look, Chloe might be the problem to a point, but Chloe's not the problem when it comes to other issues. I mean, let me put it to you this way. Chloe knows damn good and well that when and if the time comes, it's not about Chloe. I mean, yes, Chloe might get mad because she thinks she's entitled to a meal out. She ain't entitled to jack shit. I do everything out of nicety, but Chloe's completely right also. She also knows I can't afford to take myself out to dinner, let alone buy a pair of panties or a pair of socks or a package of socks because I can't afford it. I mean, literally, if I can't afford my own clothes and I'm supporting two people on my income and I'm stretching everything thin and basically taking care of Moppy and Ebony and basically doing nothing for myself much, then you got to realize that everything that I get is a blessing, whether it be 5 hams or 7 turkeys or, whatever. I mean, literally, Chloe knows it. Chloe's not the problem. Chloe also needs to realize that, sometimes there's reasons for things. I mean, look, my father-in-law stated it best the other day. I was talking to him about video games, music, movies, books, fly rods, because I'm almost ready to wrap this up. He says, you and Chloe need to sit down and not do a retail therapy. You don't need to go and buy stuff foolishly. He's like, look, in my opinion, you need to make sure Chloe gets out. You don't need to go and spend money foolishly and keep her here because, literally. Like I given Chloe an order, I said today, do this, this, and this. You only did one thing. That's it. Or no, 2 things out of 5. But you get the point. The point is she's trying. But she also knows I'm financially strapping and hurting. Now, I know Chloe could have basically said, look, I will Chloe could have turned around and said, look, I'll make you a deal. Oh, which reminds me, I got to do that too. She could have turned around and said, let me make you a deal. And made a deal with me on tobacco and said, I will go offline, off island, and I will get you your tobacco, right? So I could have just said, here's my card, go get my tobacco, and she would have done it for me, no charge, but she would have made a deal like, give me a can of dip, I'll go do it, you're covering the ferry ticket anyways, no problem, I would have done it, because I'm not the type in wintertime that wants to go out in this miserable rain. She'll wear a hoodie dress or whatever. My point is, if she made a deal like that, I'd take it. Unfortunately, it didn't happen, but you get the idea. It cost me a lot of money this month between dip and groceries, because I had to buy a lot of shit ton supplies just to get sides for our dinners, and remember the other problem I said was the problem with Chloe wasn't about finances. It was more about how Chloe basically, the camel broke its back over the frosting. And to me, I've learned, Chloe wanted Jell-O. I made her Jell-O yesterday. Unfortunately for me, the Jell-O didn't taste that good in my mouth because I'm in pain. So I got to take these meds and sign off soon. But I wanted to say it's not all Chloe's fault. My family's not at fault either. But my problem is Chloe's right in some ways, Chloe's wrong in other ways. My problem with Chloe is I love Chloe dearly, but I can't support someone in a lot of ways. I mean, literally, I can't support someone that gets mad if I'm going out to lunch or dinner by myself. I mean, I do need some alone time at time from time to time, and I can't keep, whatever, and then I can't just keep, uh, so to me, there's got to be some options. I don't know, but like I said, I will figure it all out and I will get back to you. But like I said, my family's right, my therapist's right, everyone's right. I can't keep supporting Chloe. And, honestly, I feel at times all she wants to do is fix herself and be on the internet. And I know that's not right. And to me, it's in my mind, but it's also my mindset saying, look, you're paying and paying and paying, and then you have other things going on in your mind. So yeah, it's hard. But like I said, Chloe shouldn't be mad, because frankly, if I was going to go out off island or off station tomorrow, I have to find a legitimate reason. Going to eat's not a legitimate reason. Chloe knows this and I know this. Problem is, it's a good idea. I mean, look. I mean, literally, I'd have to make time just to go into the Burger King, sit down, and have a Burger King meal if they have the specials, because I frankly like Burger King, but I do not like the fact that, um, things. Now, another thing I wanted to share with you is that it's hard is, I wanted to say before going is I did look at Little Caesars. I do love pizza from time to time. We don't have a decent pizza place. Little Caesars is badass. They charge like $7 now for pizza. And then the other problem I have is the fact that these are aspirin, by the way. They're just like chewable aspirin. Let's take away the pain because of my tooth. You just chew 4 of them. St. Joseph, if you got any, little baby aspirin, flavor fresh chewable. But all right. So basically, Chloe knows it. I know it. And for me, I need to know, what to do. And for me, the big picture is not to go waste money going all the way to Walmart to do something. And two is, costs money. I mean, literally, like I said, it costs me money to go directly to the shuttle, and then I have to use the galley, and then I got to get off, and then I got to get cash, or then I got to do this. By the time it gets done, it's just more money spent. And so, with me, my goal tonight is have some lunch or dinner, and then, see about Chloe. She probably wants that ham cooked, so I might as well cook it. But, one of the things I wanted to say before going and forgot to mention is, the reason I want some alone time at time for myself isn't about bitching about Chloe, because I do care, or family or whatever. It's about relaxing. And I don't get any relax. I mean, besides me worried about the bills every damn month, telling Chloe, clean up your mess or clean up this. It's your job. Said she leaves cake, a cake pan on the table with cake that's like 4 days old. Or she'll basically bag up a cake pan, and 3 months later you open it up and it's like dry cake all over one. She's like, oh, yeah, I forgot about that. It's like, the thing is, do your job, take cleaning, because no one's going to do this. And two is, I can't juggle everything. I mean, and Chloe knows this. I mean, she understands. I mean, I'm juggling, getting up in the morning, having my morning coffee, worried about, the coffee supply, to worried about Jose, to worried about Dinky, to worried about Corey, to worried about Aya, to drinking my coffee and worried about my close friends, worrying about Chloe, worrying about Ebony, worrying about Moppy, drinking my coffee, and then sitting there going, oh yeah, I need a bath. I take a bath, and I do other things, Finally, I worry about other things. And then on top of all that, I'm sitting here and I'm looking at Chloe, and like Christmas time. I mean, I don't know how many times I've told this story, but I went ahead and I went to Christmas and Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, I should say, Christmas Eve night, from 12 p.m. to 7 p.m. I worked my ass off cleaning with Chloe. Then I pre-did a lot of jellos and jams and everything else for Christmas. Worked my ass off. I got done. I went to sleep, figuring, okay, I'll get like 8 hours. I went to bed at 7. I got up at like 1. 7 to 1. That's 10, 11, 12, 1. So, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. So about 6 hours, right? 2 o'clock after my morning brew, my coffee, I'm up and about and I'm fucking working my ass from 2 a.m. to 6 p.m. constantly from 9 a.m. onwards. I'm making noise, vacuuming, dusting, vacuuming, doing this, vacuuming, doing that, doing this, doing that, right? Chloe's helping. Problem is, I busted my ass off so much. By the time I got done and had Christmas dinner on the table, I was fucking so exhausted. I went to sleep for 12 hours. Then I got up, and then again, I had to prepare the leftovers, have to prepare the soups. I had to prepare this. I had to do that, do this, do that. Time I get done with it all again, 10 hours of sleep the next night. So on the 27th, I'm waking up a little recharged. But 2 nights, 12 hours and 10 hours. My body usually doesn't get that much sleep. You see where I'm saying? So basically, so people say, oh, well, Chloe's lazy. Well, she might be lazy to a point, but my point is I had to bust my ass off with her help to a point. My point is, don't ride her to a point. But Chloe needs to realize that I'm not tolerating her basically belittling my family or her family just because she's asked her either. And so, with me, she wants to sit there and be like, ow, I'm not going to do this because you're not giving me that. That's why I don't want to do jack shit then either. I don't know. The world doesn't owe you anything. But my point is, she knows half the time that financially it hurts me. I mean, she wants to be rejected. She's rejected. She wants to realize, she wants to do her things her way. Well, that's fine. She can go and do it in Ohio or some other state. I'm not tolerating it because, frankly, I can't afford her. Literally, I mean, I've already got reamed a new asshole by buying makeup when I should have been investing in about 10 Salisbury steak meals and some extra medicine that I didn't think so. Instead, I was struggling out at the end of the month because, it never was like that. I mean, literally. So what am I doing? I'm ordering giant bottles of ibuprofen and Tylenol. And I'm going to make sure I have them on hand so I don't run out. And then I'm good. Meanwhile, I'm going to be looking to find out what to do about my tooth problem, you see? So there you have it. But anyways, the point I'm saying is Chloe's not at fault, okay? She might be at some ways, but she also knows I can't afford lunch and dinner and this and that. And, like I said, Safeway doesn't have much. The station doesn't have much. And I haven't checked Walmart grocery lately. And the other problem is, what was I going to say? What was the other thing I was going to say? What was I going to say is, when it comes to groceries, I can order online, but we got to basically be frugal. Literally, we got to be frugal. And, there's a lot of this in the world, and, will she get disability? Let's hope so. If she doesn't, I don't know. I mean, honestly, I don't know how much more I can take of her abuse and her lip against me, attacking me for stupid stuff, literally. The world doesn't owe her, and I don't owe her meals. I don't owe her anything. I'm basically being drained, literally, and I'm on a place where family wants me to either get mental help in a mental hospital or spend 2 or 3 weeks with them having a mini vacay where I can relax and have all the quietness I want while they're at work. But at the same time, I don't have to worry about Chloe, but she'll be here. So again, I have to worry. So how's that playing out for a good retirement or a good, whatever. So to me, I don't know what to tell you, but I do need to use the bathroom, make dinner. So this video has gone long enough, but you guys get the ideas. It's not all about Chloe. It's, the thing is, I wanted to just say, the reason I'm having kind of a cranky time is because, Chloe knows I can't afford her. And, my family's ripped me a new arsehole and others about the makeup. They're like, you could use that money to buy your little extra groceries, said you're catering, Then, certain things I'm doing for myself, like I like my stuffing, but Chloe's not having trouble stuffing and having trouble with this and having trouble with that. It's like, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. So, anywho, with that said, everyone, I hope to see you again later. Like I said, I need to get my dinner made and bathroom break and stuff. Maybe I'll make another video later. But in the meantime, please subscribe. Please post comments. Please leave feedback, suggestions. Hit the like, subscribe button. Show some funny for the family, including your bunnies and cats and your dogs. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hit that bell notification for new content. Like I said, I will update you later. Thanks for watching, everyone. Captain's log out. NCC 77246, USS Excelsior. This transmission ends now.